Transformers will return after these messages. The Transformers will return after these messages. We now return to the Transformers.
Hey, Boset. How's it going, man? It's good to be back for another Megatron draws. Today we are drawing one of my personal favorite characters from the original G1 cartoon. That is Ironhide. And I got my toy reference here, as well as the gun, because I need to use it for the reference for this gun here. And yeah, so what I'm going to be doing now for the stream, I'm going to be just doing some pencils and inks. Probably no coloring today. But first I need to transfer this to this sheet of paper. Grab it. There we go. Because I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of worn. The pencil I was using kind of wore it down, which, yeah. It's probably going to be the last time I use this kind of paper for my streams or for my drawings, but yeah. Yeah, references are definitely a must. Yeah, it's really good. If you're drawing, especially if you're drawing like a very specific character, it's really good to have like an action figure at your disposal because you can kind of see the character from all sorts of angles. So it's really useful. So I'll just put it off to the side and get started. So first of all, I need to clamp this down, or first I need to turn you off. I kind of want to bring this guy up just a little bit higher. That way I can get a little more of the... I think that'll be fine. I think that'll be fine right there. It's a sweet spot. Okay. All right. I'm just using these clamps here. They're just to get a nice, clean sort of transfer. I better move the camera, and then we can get started. Ooh, there's some sexy legs for you guys. There you go. All right, so just get started real quick. The good thing about doing this is, well, it really helps you kind of clean up your drawing by transferring ink, just like tracing it onto a different sheet of paper. Just makes things a lot easier. You can always see that my initial drawing is kind of a little bit crooked, so in some areas I'm going to have to touch it up a bit. Let's put it around there. Yeah, when I draw, I drew too hard. I had to train myself to really let hand. Yeah, I was a little bit too. Well, I think it was just the pencil I was using. It was just a very. Because I was using this mechanical pencil, and I kind of just ate the paper. The paper's kind of cheap though too, so I just got that kind of paper for like basic concept sketches for my book, which I've kind of taken a little bit of not really a nose dive, but it's kind of just taking a while for me to get back into it. Just trying to do multiple things at once. It's just too much stuff on my plate at the moment. So I do really want to get back into my book. Got some ideas for. It's kind of in more of a kind of like in a writer's block type of thing. I'm kind of thinking about overhauling the Patreon and doing something a little bit different for content there. Just because I don't really know if I really want to do the NSFW stuff, or I can do the NSFW stuff. I just don't want to be just NSFW. You know what I mean? Kind of want to do multiple different types of things. Just need to figure that out. And because, for example, I'm trying to think about maybe doing like selling some like original art, like some of my art on Patreon or eBay, maybe. Yeah. That's why when I was doing fan art, I would always say it would take at least a week. Yeah. I don't know if it takes me that long, but yeah. I'm usually pretty quick, so to speak. Let's get this helmet going. So Ironhide's kind of a really fun character. I always love the character. He's one of the characters I always kind of gravitated towards. He's just a big old war veteran type character who's very rough around the edges, but deep down has a really good heart and whatnot. Like you kind of saw that a little bit in the cartoon. You saw that he wasn't perfect. He had some flaws that he was still overcoming. Mainly in the Immobilizer episode, where he's kind of going through a little bit of a midlife crisis, almost, where he's like basically kind of doubting his abilities because he's an older butt. He's an older butt. I'm just kind of going for very basic shapes on the head sculpt right now. He's looking a little sad here. But we can touch that up once we get the initial. Right now, I'm just kind of getting the basic shapes going, and then I can just go in and detail it up later. Yeah, I think it was in a video. I think they talked about the character, where it was from Chris McFeely YouTube channel. That kind of does a lot of really good lore videos on Transformers. And one of the things he kind of made note of is that Ironhide has had, aside from Optimus Prime, Ironhide has had the most like on-screen attention in the entire Autobot cast, because he's like been in almost every episode in that whole series. I was like, oh, that's cool. It's like no wonder he was selected for the movies. But which, to be fair, I think they did a decent job in the Michael Bay films of capturing that character, for the most part, at least. He just doesn't do anything in the movies, except for a few decent action scenes here and there. And he actually almost appeared in the Transformers Prime cartoon, I think, but they later changed it to Bulkhead, because I think what they were thinking was that because they already had Ratchet, right? He was kind of like already the war veteran type character. He's kind of a grumpy old medic. So I guess I can understand that they were trying to get, because they only had a cast of like 5 main characters, so they kind of wanted to have them all be very different from each other. So But I still would have liked to see Ironhide in the Prime cartoon. I really would have liked to see how that dynamic between him and Prime would have played out in that series. Yeah, it's because that's one of my favorite elements of the franchise is the relationship between Optimus and Ironhide. I think they have a really good friendship and whatnot. That's kind of missing in the newer Netflix series, where they kind of just gloss over that when they kind of replace the. Well, they kind of make Bumblebee sort of Optimus Prime's the real like best friend, and it's like that was never really how it was in the original cartoon. You know, Bumblebee was more of like a son figure to Prime, and Ironhide was kind of like his his go-to guy, his best buddy from the war and whatnot. So. Let's see. How do I do this join? And we'll figure that out once we get there. Okay. Oh, you know what? This needs to be like this. Fix that later. Yeah, I'm going to have to redraw the gun entirely, or just reposition a few things. Holy shit, that blew up. I never used Petronified art seriously today. It would be caffeine or something else. Oh, yeah. They're full color too, but like I said a while ago, making the pics look like they have life instead of a flat image. Shoot the age now. I'm doing 21 years old. And yeah. Yeah, actually, I was actually going through some old artwork actually yesterday. So I think I was trying to find an old piece that I wanted to kind of, I guess, sort of redo or, sort of remaster it. And I was just I couldn't find it actually. I actually couldn't find it. I was like, where the hell is that thing? So might have to look again today, but like when I was looking for it, I kind of went through a lot of different old art pieces, which was just like, at the time I think I thought I was doing great, but then looking back, I'm just like, what the fuck was I thinking? Okay. So this is just gonna be a very basic sort of shot, like just him kind of pulling a gun. I played with this idea to have, hold on, I get a review. The Autobot symbol right here, like half of the Autobot symbol kind of cutting across the bottom here. So, but I could also do like a very basic sort of like flame sort of effect here. Haven't figured it. We'll figure it out once we get there. Wish I still had an iPad. I'll smell and look a lot cleaner. Yeah. Okay, I think I should probably add the window. Yeah, that should be it. That should be all I need. It's a very basic sketch or a basic drawing here. And here's the original. Light that up. So yeah, got some progress, but the paper's kind of getting torn apart. So all right, let's get back into this guy. I'll just tidy it up with the eatable eraser. And we will go in and make them look pretty, so to speak. Let's kind of define our sort of a chest line here, first and foremost. And I gotta reposition the camera. Actually, but I don't want to do that. Yeah. So I won't be able to see properly. I'll turn this down. Just trying to make sure you can kind of see the pencil line. Okay, that looks good actually. Just Focus, and we're good to go. I'll get rid of these guys. They're just gonna get in the way. We're twinkle through. How's it going? Just drawing some robots. Hold on. Let's get some this guy. Nope. Let's try. I use the giant landscape art pads and take a pic. Ooh, nice. Let's see that. No. These ovals are a little too wide. Maybe circle. Actually, no, we'll do something different, actually. Here, I need a smaller ruler. So actually, you can get this at Michael's. You can get a bigger one at Michael's. But actually, because funny story. Actually, I had two of these because I bought one, and then for a time I thought I lost it, and so I got so fucking fed up of trying to find it. So I just went and bought a new one, and then literally a day or two later, I found it. The first one I bought, so I'm just like, oh fuck, I'm stuck with two, and it's like, well. And so I decided, well, I kind of like, because I have a very small space here, so I just like, well, what if I just took one and ripped it in half, and then have like a very small, just so I can just have like a really small ruler for more close-up drawings here. So that's the story of this whole thing. Although you could probably find one. I'm spitting everywhere. My apologies. But you can probably find one just like this. Just trying to line up these parts here. And we'll bring, here, I'll bring it down that way. Oh, you know what? I just fucked that up. But I can fix it. Here. So what was I talking about? Yeah, Ironhide. Boy. So yeah. So most of the time, Ironhide's kind of been portrayed as being the sort of the old war veteran type close friend with Optimus Prime, but in the more recent cartoon, the Netflix series, they kind of made it Bumblebee, who was kind of Prime's like best friend, which didn't really make a whole lot of sense because if you know anything about the relationship between Prime and Bumblebee, it's more of a father-son type of dynamic there. And that was kind of one of the things I was really bummed out about. It was just like, eh. Yeah, it kind of just takes away that sort of a classic element of the franchise, you know. It's like having like Starscream and Megatron not having that, you know, classic banter between them, you know, where if a Transformers cartoon you don't have Starscream try to betray Megatron at any point, it's like it's not really the same, you know. I think it's important to kind of keep those sort of character cues while also doing something different with it, because yeah, even though it's the same sort of story or sort of a relationship in like different cartoons, they handle it differently. Like, for example, with Starscream and Megatron, they, you know, some cartoons, Starscream like betrays Megatron, right? Either he'll get like a slap on the wrist in some cases. Sometimes Megatron keeps him around because he, you know, finds some sort of amusement out of seeing Starscream fail. If it's a more, especially if it's a more cowardly take on Starscream, you know, where. But in the IDW verse, they kind of did something a little bit different, where they kind of had a more nuanced approach to it, where, you know, it was kind of deliberate that Megatron was keeping him around because he actually kind of saw that, you know, because of the way the Decepticons were portrayed in the IDW books, you know, the Decepticon cause was kind of built on overthrowing people, overthrowing the ones who are above you and whatnot. And when Megatron sees Starscream trying to betray him, he kind of sees himself. He sees what he used to fight for, and so he kind of sees that as he's actually he kind of sees Starscream as worthy of actually being this Decepticon leader one day, but which is kind of like this was explored in like the All Hail Megatron storyline, where it was like you had in that storyline Starscream was trying to basically the whole premise of that book was that Megatron just kind of won this big battle with the Autobots. Autobots are kind of shipwrecked on Cybertron, and Megatron's basically conquered Earth. He's taken over everything. He basically took over the entire United States in just a day. Like it took a whole day just to conquer the U.S. in that storyline. And in that book, Starscream actually starts to rally up all the other Decepticons to basically thwart Megatron and kind of overthrow him. But by the end of it, but obviously the Autobots kind of show up and kind of puts the battle on pause and whatnot. And well, just get his face going. And there's a part in the battle, or in the midst of the battle, where Megatron's just like, "Look, Starscream, like you will become leader of the Decepticons one day, but you can't do it just by, taking my throne from someone else. It has to be you who takes me out, that type of thing. It has to be him who has to actually pull the trigger and go through with it." And it kind of taught Starscream an interesting lesson, so to speak, about what it means to be true, what it means to truly be the Decepticon leader and whatnot. And it has a really profound ending where you have Starscream. Because obviously Megatron gets defeated by the end of the book when the Autobots come back and stop him. And there's a part where Starscream could very easily take over and kill Megatron, but instead he actually saves Megatron from the Autobots. And that was a really, really interesting moment in that book. Yeah, exactly. Prime and D were always, he was always his little buddy, basically. And so that's kind of like one of the things. Like, if I was in charge of the of the films or Hasbro in general, that's kind of like the direction I'd kind of go is kind of, I think I'd go something similar to the Devastation video game, because that game kind of does a good job of kind of bridging both the G1 aesthetics and the style and the tone of the G1 cartoon, but also introducing new elements such as Nova Prime, some of the Dark Universe stuff, Thought that game did a really good job of doing that. And so I think that would be a really interesting, like, to me, that's how they should kind of allocate everything. Like, take all the newer elements and kind of apply it to like the G1 style, the G1 sort of aesthetics and whatnot. And I kind of want to bring this up just a little bit. Bring the chest up just a little. It's kind of dark in these areas because it's kind of how he's usually drawn in the original cartoon. He kind of has like more darker areas around the eyes. And I'm actually going to add a little bit more of a sort of going to put some age on him. I add some little old people lines, for lack of a better term. Just because I don't know, he's an old bot. He's a big old bot. But yeah, and with the Bumblebee, they kind of they've just kind of gone a different direction with the character in more recent times, where they wanted to make him kind of more this badass sort of warrior character. You know, he's not really what he was in the original cartoon, which I think I've kind of covered this a little bit. But, you know, the whole point of the character to me was always that he was the heart of the team, you know. Even though he wasn't the strongest or the biggest of the Autobots, he was still just as brave as, you know, Ironhide here. He was just as, you know, willing to sacrifice and give it his all, you know, even though he wasn't the strongest. And I thought that was more impactful than just having to be another one of the soldiers and whatnot, being one more, just another one of the badasses, which, you know, I guess it's fine. But not what I prefer with the character. All right. Ooh, Ravage is kicking everyone's ass in the pole there. Yeah, I tried to go for the characters that weren't obvious, like Starscream, Soundwave, Shockwave, Megatron, you know. Kind of wanted to go for more of the obscure bots cons, because if I just put Starscream in there, it'll be a landslide victory there. Actually, I gotta grab the gun. Okay, with this, because it's kind of be trying to put it at like an angle almost. Put a gun here. No, let's just get rid of that. Yeah, let's get rid of that entirely. They'll kind of throw everything off. So the little circles on his head don't like go out that much. So I gotta be a little bit careful with that. Just gotta identify where they start. Small. Okay. Here. Oh, we got 4 people watching. Nice. Yeah, like it. Actually, what is this on the? Just a little bit above. So I think I'm right. So I think I got this one right. And then it goes about, yeah. Just trying to keep it as even as possible. Or symmetrical, rather. All right, I think I'll do it for the head for the most part. Actually, I kind of want to touch up this just a little fin or mohawk, whatever. Change that, redraw that. So I'm going to bring this down just a little bit more. And just go like that. Should I put the arm socket or should I put the window there? That's the only thing I'm having debate over in my art brain. All right. Okay. I gotta redraw these shoulders. Off. It's gonna be black and white. Yeah, this is gonna be inked. This is gonna be the inked version, and then I will make a colored version once I transfer this to a blending card. So this version will be black and white, but the end result will be in color because I like the color. Yeah, I have to redraw the whole arm or shoulder pad. Let's bring it down like this. Go like this. All right. And I think in Transformers Animated, Ironhide is supposed to have a bigger role in season 4. Because he kind of joined the Autobot crew. Because in the show, he's kind of depicted as being a little bit younger Autobot. But not to the same extent like he was in the Netflix series. Like, it was very... It was still kind of in the spirit of the original character. And they had some really interesting ideas going on because they actually released the well, last year they had a panel where they kind of had a script reading for the pilot episodes, what was going to be season 4, where they had Corey Burton, they had David Kai back, and all them. And in that series, Ironhide was kind of basically he was given the job of being Optimus Prime's bodyguard, essentially, in the series, and he's kind of like being portrayed as being this very like strict, very dedicated sort of a bodyguard, essentially. Where it's like he never wavers, he never, shies away from his mission and whatnot. It's like it's an interesting idea. And in that series, he was kind of partnered up with Braun, Red Alert, which was a weird take on Red Alert, but and Hot Rod, I think, or Rodimus. I think they call him Rodimus Minor in that series too. So not exactly Rodimus Prime, which I think that's probably just kind of a dig at Rodimus Prime as a character in general. Oop, I'm drawing the gun a little bit off. Hey, Grumpy. How's it going, man? Not fun, but some of the secrets on Steam Soundwave, yeah. Also, I'm going to tell you, I can be careful with Patreon. They like to spy on their social media elsewhere outside of Patreon. See if can... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dogs. Luckily, I don't really use Twitter that much, so. But you never know with these fuckers. But how's the grumpy old ninja doing? How you doing, man? I'm gonna draw my fingers a little bit differently. I was kind of go for the basic sort of rounded. I kind of go by based on the actual toy hands, like with more curved and whatnot. But I kind of want to go for more boxy looking fingers this time around, especially with this character because it kind of makes sense for him to have more of that. Give a bit more of an oomph to the character. You know, makes it look more tougher. That's, PFP. But yeah, what you can expect from him in the next couple weeks actually is I'll probably be working on or a new diorama actually for my Transformers. I have because I just this week I got a new bookcase in, and I don't know if you've seen it on Twitter yet, but I've got lots of space now, so and it's giving me a lot of space to kind of work out the dioramas for both my Autobots and Decepticons. So should and when they make more, or when I eventually get those figures and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. I'll probably work on the oil rig, which is going to be the one below Prime and the Season 1 Autobots. Yep. I have 3 now, so they're all kind of tucked away in the corner of my room here. Because I was kind of like thinking, probably need some space if I'm going to really go all in on this. So. Trying to figure out the pose of the hands. But yeah, this next one I'm going to be doing is going to be right below the Prime shelf because it's going to be the rest of the Season 1 podcast that I do not have the full slate of, and are still. And ones that just wouldn't fit on the main like Season 1 bot shelf. So yeah. Oh, it's going to be the oil rig. So the one below is going to be the oil rig for. It's going to have like side. I already have kind of like an idea of which figures actually going to go on which shelves. Actually, I've had way too much free time to actually think about this. So, but on this shelf, this next shelf is going to. Ideally, it's supposed to hold a Trailbreaker, Sideswipe, Sunstreaker, Hound, Mirage, Brawn, Windcharger, and Gears. Should I ever get those figures? Now, so far I only have Mirage, Hound, Sideswipe and Sunstreaker, and so I took a picture and I showed it off on Twitter. I'm not too sure. Maybe I should post that on Twitter. I think no. I posted that in the group chat. Didn't post on as an actual tweet. So I might actually have to post that just to show you what I mean. But I basically took a picture showing like kind of like, I was kind of using Ironhide, for example, here as sort of a scaling because I think because Trailbreaker is going to be about the same height as Ironhide, or a little. I think it's a little bit taller, but yeah, I've just been kind of like, so lately I've just been kind of working out sort of the scaling of everything. So, yep, this new bookcase is going to have only one shelf. Yeah. Ooh, and once it's done, I'll toss it up on Twitter, maybe on Instagram. Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, Rippa's kicking ass. The Rippaverse stuff. Although I was kind of fucked up when I found out about the whole PayPal thing, where they were trying to cancel orders or something like that, or payments to Rippa to that. I was like, that's fucked up. But yeah, so right now I kind of have a basic idea for my Autobots, what I want to do for them. So on the top is the arc, the Autobot arc, and then below that will be the oil rig. And the oil rig is going to be based on the More Than Meets the Eye episode arc, where they had it was basically the Autobots first. It was when the Autobots had the first, guess for lack of better terms, heroic mission on Earth. That's when they were trying to save the oil rig and whatnot. It's going to be going to be a destroyed oil rig of that, and it's going to kind of, so it's like it's going to have different like platforms, different sort of debris everywhere on top of water and whatnot. So it's going to be kind of cool. Yeah, it's back for I'm raising. Yeah. That's stupid. That's just what the fuck's wrong with this world, man. It's like it's like they wanted black creators and stuff like that, and now it's like when they get it, they're just trying to cancel them now because they don't agree with how we think, so they can't make comic books, I guess. I don't know. It's a fucking clown world. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, it's kind of racist. Kind of racist. All right, let's get our Autobot symbol sort of sketched out a little bit. Ooh, I should probably bring this up a little more. Okay. Now I'll put the center of the symbol right here. I'll grab a reference real quick. Because the Autobot symbol can be a little bit tricky to draw. Just put a little connect the dots here. All right. I think it's a little too big. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of appropriate now. And I'm actually using this as reference, which I actually made back in junior high when I was when I did a construction class. So, and I did a Decepticon logo once as well, but it didn't really turn out very well. So that's why I don't show it off. But yeah, this little symbol here, just to show it off. I showed it off on Twitter when I showed my collection of. I think I showed off my Prime shelf on Twitter. So let's bring this down a bit. I'll bring this in just a little. There we go. I hate the fact that Dauntless looks so good on the big screen, but the screenshots, dude. Or no, it should go. No, we should follow the line. Okay. Oh, I fucked that up. I got him fly. Fuck's sakes. Fucking assholes. Alright, where's my ruler at? What's the smack shit I fly? Comes in. Alright, ready? Let's try and go. I got one of those rulers last week. Yeah, they're really, really useful. Yeah, these rulers are really useful for getting really accurate sort of measurements and whatnot. Just fucking fly. Where the fuck are you going? Abandoned Decepticons. Fucking. I need to get one of those bug sprays. Just shoot them and dead. Pain in the ass. Okay. So if it goes about, let's go about here, where the symbol ends. What do I want? I kind of wanted to go across the whole, yeah, make it a little bit bigger actually. All right. I'll put the end point here, end point here. This will be the start point for the curve here. Alright, now we're taking shape. Something like that. We'll fix up the triangle there later. Okay. Let's put these lines here. I'm not really showing properly. Just trying a little bit of indication of the Autobot symbol here. Yeah, so fly. You know what? This line kind of tracks it a little bit, so I'll just bait it into the track here. Fucking dumbass lie. You know, this part's a little bit too small here. So I'm kind of noticing. So go up a little bit more. There we go. I think that'll work fine. Fucking asshole fly. Yeah. Where'd you go? Just flies around like a jackass. All right. I think we're almost ready to go into inks now. I just want to touch with the fingers just a little bit. But yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Boost it. Asshole flies. You just buzz around your fucking head and then they just leave. So you want to fight? Fucking fight. Trying to add a bit more detail to my transformers nowadays. While also still keeping, obviously, that classics or G1 aesthetics. So. I think I'm just ink this Autobot Symbol in real quick, just so I can have a foundation laid for it, making things easier. That's what we'll do. Oh, that shot of iron on the nail. Oh. Well, my apologies. Ooh, this looks a little. There we go. All right, so I'm going to throw some ink on just to kind of get a basic outline, or at least just the top. Let's grab a brush. Or no. Let's grab a. Let's grab 3. I don't think I have a oval big enough, so I just have to freehand this guy. There we go. All right. Hasselfly. It's not a thing. I hate flies a lot more than I hate mosquitoes. At least mosquitoes they're easier to fucking catch. Not as annoying. Mr. Buzzing not as annoying. Fucking punk ass. Better put iron out to a safe spot so I don't smack him by accident. I do not want to replace him. All right. So we just erase these lines now. I kind of like the style. Kind of almost like a bust statue type of look here. Oh, my thing just scrolled up down on me. Thanks, man. I have a channel, but no, I've had a device for years now. I'm too picky. I get my fly's dead. I got him. Yeah, that should be good for now. All right, now we can confidently draw our hand now, so we don't have to worry about it too much. All right, I'm gonna tie it. It's a little. I like the some of the ideas of it, but I need to tie this up a bit more. Let's draw the actual handle just so we can get a better idea of where the fingers should go. There we go. No, the trigger will be covered up by the finger. Actually, I'm going to extend this one out just a little bit more. Trying to knock out one from Best Buy, but I don't think my old Matt. Yeah, I have Elgato too. I just haven't. I don't think my computer can really handle the streaming. Yeah, if I do want to eventually do some gaming streams on Twitch at some point, maybe a lot of fun. Maybe I should do. Maybe I should try doing art streams on Twitch. Maybe that'll boost me a bit. Get some an audience from there. We'll see. What I need to actually stream. Yeah, it's kind of. Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Not gonna use two phones, remember? Yeah, look, I am the last person you should ask for tech advice. No idea how to do treatment cameras, or maybe just maybe I don't know how it works, dude. Yeah, gotta be a wizard to figure that stuff out. Yeah, probably YouTube it, but YouTube has all the answers for the most part. Let's go like that. And I'll just indicate the thumb going that way. We're good to go. Just so little. Another thumb to be able to just a bit higher. There we go. I think I like drawing robot fingers more so than I draw human fingers, because with robots you can kind of get away with some things, you know. So not really humanoid, but when it comes to drawing humans, you kind of have to be a bit more careful because you don't want it to look weird. Unless, of course, it's, you know, a character that's supposed to be weird, but if you're drawing like a normal chick or dude or whatever, you want to make sure the fingers don't look wonky. Yeah. But yeah, I think we're getting ready for some inks here now. We got enough to do with the outline, so iPhone 6 and have a setting for it. Ooh, I see. Yeah, I have an iPhone 6, so not really doable for me. All right, so we're gonna use our, I can't remember what this one's called, but it's a ruler that's curved. I like a better term. All right, so I think we'll just use the 1 to start with. That's a 5. I'll do that too later. I'm gonna get a 0.3 or 0.3. Just for the tiny little details. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Wow, Ravage is kicking everybody's ass in the poll there. All right, I'll actually kind of add a little bit more of a curve to the thing here. This is a very useful tool, by the way, for those wanting to draw transformers or robots in general. Just adds a little bit more dimension to the line work. Makes it pop out. Especially if you're doing like the G1 style, that kind of helps, you know, make that blockiness look a little bit more interesting, while also still keeping the, you know, classic sort of look intact. We'll save this part for later. Just get the part so we know we can do it now. Okay. Fly. You kill him, apparently. Here's dumbass. Guess I missed. Took it all off. I'll have to fix that later. Yeah, I'll probably touch this. Yeah, what we'll do is just cover this up for now, and then when we do the colored version, we'll make this pop a bit more. All right. Fly. What? I didn't say anything. Fly. It's back. Up they go. Hearing things. Fuck's sakes. Yeah, fly swatter. All you got is a ruler. To kill that bitch after the stream. Oh, Grumpy. I was just like, I didn't say your name. So what you lying? What you yelling me for? Fly. Fly wants a cameo on this show. It's behind the computer. Dumbass fly. Oh, just fucking everywhere. Just gonna ignore him. All right, let's get that beautiful mug of yours going, Ironhide. Big boy. Keep that in my lap. I got a decent sculpt on his face. Hold on. I'll zoom in a little bit more so you can see his our handsome Autobot. Yeah, it's got the new scheme on it. Oh, all right, just chat amongst yourselves. All right. Root tool. Here, that eye's a little off, but whatever. You know, fix it later. Nothing whiteout can't fix. I like this eye. I like a little bit of the slant there, just giving a little more of an angry sort of expression. Or angry looking eye, for lack of a better term. Because that's a bit of a grumpy guy. Let's get that started. We'll use a thinner pen for that. All right, let's get those fingers going. Start with the actual hand. fly. Annoying the piss out of me. I got him. Nope. It's a big ass fucking fly. What the fuck? Asshole. I've been pissed off. That's what he gets though. The fuck is this asshole fucking fly? Fucking dog. Alright. Yeah, it's fucking everywhere. It's fucking skitzing out. Fuck off, you dog. There you are. Fucking fast motherfucker too. Asshole. Whatever. Deal with you later. Just pretending it doesn't exist. What's this finger doing? Fuck off. It's like fucking over my head somewhere. I can't even fucking see him. Fucking fast little shit. Oh, tilted. Fuck. Fuck. Fucking them flies. Here. Maybe if I grab my weight. Shit. Alright. Fucking asshole flies. If you go bother fucking Amber Heard. She might actually like you, dumbass fly. It's worth a struggle. What do you suggest? I missed it. I was trying to fucking get a fly. I'm drawing a phantom with a fly button. Exactly. It's pissing me off. Real Evo series on the VHS. Ooh, cool. I don't like the hands. I don't like the fingers. A little off. Or way off. Alright, I'm just fucking do basic and I'll tie them up when I do the colors. Ooh, nice. All right. No. But luckily, this doesn't have to be perfect because I'm not coloring this one. It's not gonna be the final piece. So. I think next week we'll probably end up coloring this guy. Yeah, we'll do this guy next week. No, I'm not doing that. I think we're ready to move on. Just go to the handle here. All right. draw basic shape with fingers, and then we'll touch that up when we do the colors next weekend. So now we're just going to do some detail work. Do some shadowing, whatnot. Actually, I think I'm gonna add some like smoke effects here. Yeah, maybe that'll work with the character. I still kind of gotta get the side of his torso here and there done. You know, I'm gonna go for the arm joint instead of the window. That'll be better. Better choice. Oh, I guess we gotta do the things here. Probably should do that. All right, let's go to this. Okay. Okay, so we'll do. Just watch the new Florida movies as a whole. I think I scared off the fly for now. He's gone. I don't hear him anymore. I don't like this socket. Yeah, whatever. Let's go for that. All right, let's get some details going here. Here, here's my wet. But yeah, for the dioramas, kind of trailed off. Oh, hey, probably should get a different pen. Just a second, actually. But yeah, for the dioramas, the next one I'll be doing is the oil rig, and then, well, for the Autobots, I have the next one. So that one will be above the Golden Lagoon, and then below the lagoon will be the movie shelf with Ultra Magnus and all them. And then below them will be the blaster shelf. It'll be the Tokyo shelf. Or for the Ultra Magnus shelf, I kind of want to have like a sort of a spin on the 86 movie of Autobot City / the Lookout Mountain area. It's going to kind of be like a bridge from, it's hard to explain. It's supposed to be like kind of like the entrance to the Autobot City, if that makes sense. It's kind of what I'm going for with that one. So it kind of mix up some Cybertronian with some Earth environments for that one. And then at the very, very bottom will be, I guess, my Fembot shelf, because I do want to. But the problem with the Fembots is I have no idea if they're ever going to actually make them in masterpiece scale. So the issue I'm having is kind of preparing for that, and because I'm thinking about going ahead and buying some of the Siege versions of the original Fembot team, like with Chromia, Moonracer, and Firestar, and actually coming out with an Alpha Trion. Actually, they just kind of released images of that at the San Diego Comic-Con. They kind of showed off their Alpha Trion and Orion packs, which is really cool. So I might go with that for the time being. But and for that shelf, I kind of have to make it fit because the chug scale, the deluxe figures, they're really small, so I kind of have to account for that scale. But I also need to make sure there's enough room for when I eventually do, if they ever at some point make the masterpiece scaled version of these characters, And for that one, I'm thinking of doing like the Autobot for the Fembot shelf. I kind of want to do Iacon as a diorama, like do the Autobot City, like the launch site of the Ark and stuff like that. I think that'd be a really interesting location. Because I have plans for a Decepticon location on Cybertron with the Shockwave shelf. So I think it'd be kind of cool to have like the Autobot side of that with the with Elita 1 and all them. Not to get 15th party ones. Yeah. Mind to scale. Yeah, the Voyager class ones and what back and yeah, I really do. Maybe one day some maybe like a fourth party will come along and make MP scaled versions of the Fembots from the Siege and Power of the Primes toy line, but I have to show you this, Grumpy. I actually saw someone make a custom. They took the Fans Toys RC and they kind of sculpted parts from an Elita. I think they took the Elita 1 head from the combiner version and they kind of turned that and they kind of resculpted it and reshaped it to look more like the G1 Elita 1. And they kind of made like a custom made Elita 1 figure from that. It was really cool looking. Gotta show you that after the stream. It's pretty nice. I think someone made a Chromia as well. I'm not too sure. But it was like just a custom made one from one guy, so I would expect. Or maybe they will do one because they are doing that one Alita one, but some more stylized one based on the Waifu RC toy they did a while back. It's the same company that is. Ooh, I did that one. I gotta fix up his side of his head here. Okay. So. This evil the one thing I'm just not down with, but I figured it sounds great. Oh no! They took not the evil. It wasn't the evil Alita one. It was the Fans Toys RC. They kind of just made a custom made version of Alita one from the G1 cartoon. So, or are you referring to the one I was talking about? Yeah, the main. But I think I found a good. Because I don't know how big. The problem is I don't know how big the fembots are going to be, but I imagine like Alita 1, for instance, will probably be about the same height as like Ironhide, maybe. Like I imagine like a head shorter than Prime. So, and I kind of fitted Ironhide in that shelf below, and it might work if they do. If they do that scale, I mean, who knows how big they're going to make her. And I imagine the other three will probably be. It's hard to tell. I think they'll probably all end up being the same height, or at least around, or maybe I think they'll be about the same height, but I think Alita one's just going to be a little bit taller than the rest. I think that's if I were to guess how a third-party company would go about it. I think that's how they would go about the scale. But I'm probably just going to have to stick with the getting the deluxe versions. Which is fine, because I can at least do more of the background and add more characters to the shelf. Okay, yeah, gotcha. Yeah. You're probably thinking about the animated version of the character, which I didn't like at all. And I like the character and concept of Black Arachnia's story. I just didn't like that they made that Alita 1. You know what I mean? I think they could have done something different, just made that character entirely different from Alita 1. But, oh well. That's some battle scars to him. Just had a little bit of like some scruff marks on his head here. Make it look like he's been through some shit. This pen sucks. There we go. I still want the rest of the, yeah. Well, I'm hoping the X-Transbots come out with their Alita 1, because they did tease them Alita 1 like back in 2018, but we haven't heard a peep from them since. But I mean, they're coming out with that, what's it called? Minerva pretty soon. So maybe they're just kind of waiting. I imagine they're just kind of, well, it was just a prototype, right? The one I showed you. So it's probably going through some changes or something. Oh, I know, that sounds good. Okay. I'm just gonna black out the window a bit. Just gonna show a little bit of light. I guess I better black this whole part out. This is ugly. I'll block this out. Just because I kind of fucked up the line work here earlier. Just black it out a little bit aside. Oh, guess who's back? Motherfucker fly. Here, dumbass. No, you stop. He's trying to get fucking views. Look at him. Do you see that? Yeah, you're not getting free publicity, motherfucker fly. How'd you go? Fucking dog. Oh, God. This fly likes me. The hell are you? Almost got him. Fast little bugger, aren't you? Come on, I'm gonna electric fence around me. Alright, I do these streams. Catch this motherfucker fly. You just knew I was streaming today, didn't you? Fuck you. Fat little shit. Kind of feeling the urge to buy the Optimus Prime. Yeah, the Bishujo looks pretty cool for both the Megatron and Prime. Fucking asshole. I'm gonna murder you at this stream, fucking fly. Hope you realize that. Enjoy your last fucking moments on the planet Earth. It's gonna be the last. I'm not all you want. I'm gonna kill your ass. I'm telling all your fucking fly friends you're a bitch. Oh, you fucker. I'm so close. Just gonna lap around me, asshole. I will. Fucking it. Grab my fucking shoe. I can see your ass. Fucking bitch. Get the fuck down. You see that? Yeah, flew in front of the camera. Alright. Motherfucker's finally dead. So if he comes back, I'm gonna assume it's just a Jason Voorhees fucking fly. I got him. He's dead now. Get rid of Baxter Stockman's dumbass. Playing Ninja Turtles, boy, this is Transformers. Wrong franchise. What time is it? 5:30. I think I'll finish laying my blacks in, and I think I'll call her a wrap. Get a bigger brush. Let me ask you this. Oh, I saw it. I saw it. I saw the Shujo. Was you referring to something else? Oh, well, this pen sucks. Here, let me this guy. Okay. Oh, I guess didn't do the vents here. I just forgot. No, I'll just do that. That's for sure. Oh. Okay. All right, later, post it. Hopefully, you'll be back in time before we call it a wrap. Let's see, 5:30. Yeah, we'll go till 6. We'll finish the vents and kind of touch up some areas here and there, and then we'll call it a wrap with Ironhide here. I think we're making some pretty decent progress, but when I retransfer this to the blending card, I'll obviously have to go back and fix some of these fingers and some areas like up in here needs to be touched up a bit and whatnot. But we got some good progress going, so happy about it. I think this might be no. I've drawn. I think I've drawn before, but not very good. So this might be one of my better drawings of Ironhide. Okay, so I think for the vents here, we'll just do. Let's see, it's about. That's what we'll do. All right. That should work. Yeah, it's a little off, but whatever. Let's go with it. And we'll do this one. This one. All right. It's a little off, whatever. We can fix later. Yeah, I might actually move this one down. That one, yeah. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll just do this. Whatever. Here's that later.
Either that or you pay the high-end one.
Ravage for the win, hell yeah. I know how much what. Sujo, I'm gonna go. I mean, I hate Michael Bay Optimus, so it's the wrong. Yeah, never. Yeah.
Want to see what my daughter got me for Christmas one year?
They make a G1 Shujo on that. Well, they kind of are. They're kind of basing the Bishujo off of G1 Prime. Like she has like the Matrix as like a necklace, I think, which is kind of cool. She has a suitcase that kind of looks like it's decoed out like the trailer. So, yeah. It was interesting enough. I think they're doing a jazz and a Starscream and Soundwave next. I don't know what a Grimlock would look like if they did that. That's what I want to see. Let's see Waifu Grimlock. Excuse me. These are not kind of much safer to work on. Yeah. Let's do a little smoke effect, and then we'll kind of call it a wrap. Just kind of make it look like he's like in a battlefield or something, or the end of the battle. Most I truck in the military was a tractor trailer. Ooh, nice. Full motorboat pool. Oh, that sounds cool. They kind of gave him a military sort of truck in the Prime cartoon in the 3rd season. It was kind of like a big, like very big, like heavy duty like truck that they gave him. It's kind of cool. It's a little bit more closer to the G1 style or look, but still not 100% G1 Prime. Going down a mountain. Oh, yeah, imagine so. I know, I watched that one. Yeah. Yeah, that was really cool in the Bumblebee movie where they actually gave him his classic sort of a truck mode. It was like perfect. And he's gonna have that same old mode in the new Transformers movie, the Beast Wars crossover one type movie, which mixed on it. One hand, I'm really looking forward to seeing G1 Prime. However, a lot of the story ideas they're kind of going with are not really what I would particularly like to see in the films. Because I'd much rather them just go full on G1 with this movie and then just do like a Beast Wars film that's separate. Because you're mixing in 2 different eras, you know? Like Beast Wars and G1 are not supposed to be the same sort of era. And I just don't really like the mixing of it. Especially since this movie should be a back to basics approach to Transformers and just completely divorce themselves from the Bayverse, stink, essentially. That's what they kind of need to do. they want to really, get back on track. The one we want to. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, in the I think the fourth movie is where they gave Prime his classic truck mode, but they made like a dumpy old beat up truck. But in the Bumblebee movie, they gave him his classic like red and blue, the trailer. It's like perfect. It's like that's how you do it, Michael Bay, you motherfucker. Like, you don't make Prime look like a dumpy asshole. Yeah, you're not missing much. Yeah, but because like it's weird because Bumblebee was supposed to be a prequel to the first Transformers movie, right? But because the fifth movie kind of failed the last night, they kind of went in like a reboot sort of direction with it, Even though they had some of the producers wanting it to be in continuity with the Bayverse, but it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't work because the first movie the producer tried to justify by saying, oh well, maybe the Transformers went back to Cybertron because the Molly movie takes place in the 80s and not the 2000s, so. And it's very much implied that the Autobots have never been to Earth yet, or at least Prime and them haven't been. So, this doesn't make sense. And it also doesn't make sense that they would just up and leave when their whole mission in the first movie is to find the Allspark. And it's just like, there's so many different work. Now, granted, Michael Bay movies don't have any fucking sense of continuity at all. They always contradict themselves. But, so they just need to completely divorce themselves from the Bayverse continuity in general and entirely just go G1. Go back to the basics, what this franchise really is all about and whatnot. I don't really ink smoke effects very often. Seems alright. I think make it a little better, like the colors. But I guess it'll suffice. We'll just finish this up and then we'll call it a wrap here. But we're talking about this Prodigy one. I bought maybe one to play weapons on the G1 version. Keep them. Gotcha. I also did some more faster lines. This was better. It's more realistic to have, just like very random, because it'll be a little bit murkier. And it's like a battle scene we're kind of going for. But for the other dioramas, I kind of lost track of what I was talking about earlier. Or for the Decepticon ones, I'm kind of well, the one below the so like I think I posted on Twitter, but basically on the second Billy bookcase, I have Megatron on top, and then below that will be where Shockwave will go, and that's where the Cybertron scene will be, and that'll hold like Reflector or the Insecticons, as well as maybe some Rainmakers if they ever make them. The Seekers that were on Cybertron, like Acid Storm and Sunstorm and all them. And then below them will be the Season 2 Decepticon shelf, which would ideally include Astro Train, Blitzwing, and the Coneheads, but I have no idea when we're going to get the rest of the either Make Toys Coneheads or if Deformation is ever going to do the Coneheads using their Seeker mold. I'm hoping yes, but you never know at this point. I'll just add some shadows here and there. I love using the Pentel gray brush pen. It's really good for getting like really quick little effects here and there. Give a little bit of a shine to this gun here. I agree. They have never probably dealt with his gun in direct mode. Yeah, the MP44 gun is pretty good actually. It collapses, but I think it doesn't really break the sculpt of the gun. If you know what I mean. But right now, my prime actually, because I have two of the MP44s, or I have one of the MP44s and I have the fourth party version. I had the upgrade, so it's a little bit cheaper version of the MP44. But since I have two of them, I have two axes and two guns and stuff like that. So the one that's broken is kind of wielding two at the moment. He's just kind of standing onto the side because it's broken, so can't really do much with him. But I mean, Yance is a good like sort of a scaling character for when I try to think out things for the dios when I eventually make them. At least it makes it easy to kind of tell how big which characters are going to be and how they're going to fit and whatnot. The dios and shelves and whatnot. Oh yeah, MP10 one, yeah. Yeah, MP44 though is really good. Didn't really break up the sculpt of the gun there. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll do it for this stream. I think we're ready to call it a wrap. Just gonna get this joint here. I think we got some good progress on it. Obviously, it's not gonna be the finished version because it's gonna be obviously it's gonna get colored up later. But one of our sites where I got a movie toy, a Lamborghini concept with this. Yeah, they did Sideswipe in the movie version, but he was a Corvette instead, I think. But yeah, in the original cartoon, he was him and Sideswipe and nice dude. Yeah, so Sideswipe, Sunstreaker, Red Alert, and Breakdown. They were the Lambos of the Transformers movies or series, rather. But they got Corvetted in the Bayville verse. But yeah, there's our boy Ironhide getting there. Obviously, this whole area needs to be cleaned up a bit once I do the final colors next week. And yeah. It's going to wrap it up for the stream. Next week's obviously going to be the colors for this. And then after that, here, let me check the calendar because I need to see something. Okay, so I think the week after, yeah, next week. So the week after this stream, this color stream, we'll probably do a diorama stream. I might do that. So if not the week after, or a week or so after. So thanks, Grumpy. All right, so let's find us some clips to end us off on. You know what? I think I had an Ironhide clip a while ago, but I think I got rid of it because I didn't really use it much. Shit. Oh, let's see. About the island with that concept that the biometric start. Yeah. All right. Which clip do we want to end us off on? I'll do the Megatron row. Sounds pretty funny. So yeah, you can catch me next weekend. I'll be coloring this, like I said, and I'm thinking about readjusting the Patreon a little bit, trying to do some different rubber boards or more of a revamp of it. Because I'm not really into it as much. I thought I would be. Doing the NSFW stuff is just not really me. It's not really something I kind of realized it wasn't really for me. So, but it's nice content will still be there, for people to see. But I will probably switch to a different format for the Patreon pretty soon. Or not pretty soon. I think I kind of just jumped the gun on this one. So, but on the first when I first launched it, so we'll see how I feel about it. So let's end this stream off with the Mega Roast. All right, talk to you guys later, and if there's any updates, I'll probably let you guys know on the Twitters. So, yeah, I'm a G1 guy as well, Grumpy. Yeah. All right, take it easy, guys. And I guess we got to end this poll here. Oh, Ravage just whooped everybody's ass. I thought for sure Ravage was going to get smoked by the Skywalker Thundercracker. Nah. Ravage just beat everyone's ass. All right, let's get this roast on. And I will talk to you guys later.
Optimus Prime's gonna kick your ass!
I'm going to beat the shit out of Optimus Prime, and then I'll do the same to you, Bumblebee!
Bumblebee? I'm not Bumblebee. You're not gonna beat the shit out of anyone today.
Oh yeah?
You're yesterday's model, Megatron, ready for the scrapping.
Oh, I've never heard that one before, Prime. Got any new material?
Junk. That's what you are. Junk.
Still doing the same set, I see.
Optimus Prime!
Well, Prime, that's big talk from a robot that can't even fly.
Oh, yeah?
Do you need to borrow a rocket pack? Thundercracker, pull a rocket pack out of your ass and give it to Optimus Prime.
Fuck you.
You were good, Prime, but Megatron is better.
Oh, shit.
Well done, Megatron!
Remember this, Prime. Don't fuck with the Decepticons.
Decepticon! Decepticons, a toast to the imminent destruction of the accursed Autobots.
Boy, these are good.
This stuff's the greatest. Those were the good old days back on Cybertron. Didn't have to sneak around in these ugly Earth disguises. Good old Cybertron, land of the metal moon.
Really, say? Really, say? I help you today!
Who the fuck is this Autobot?